Mustang thumping in here today, dude.
Okay, look.
Thump.
The only reason it does that is because the last time I will have been on it was to edit it. So I have to have it thumping.
Cranked.
Because I'm editing and splicing the wavelengths together.
Max.
I know that doesn't make a lot of sense.
It does make a lot of sense. I understand that.
Wavelengths.
But that's why that's thumping like that.
It's a
Also,
good
I was
thump.
watching SummerSlam in the kitchen last night.
Didn't somebody make a return last night?
Yeah, a few people. Becky Lynch, Brock Lesnar. Cena technically made a return last night, but that was already known. Cena.
Did CM Punk make a return?
No.
Okay.
Like John Cena? Or Cena?
John Cena.
Yeah. He was...
CM Punk made a return like a week
correctly.
ago in AEW Rampage, but
Oh.
yeah.
I saw a picture last night. Somebody posted CM Punk and was like, great return. And I was like, So that's why I thought
it's probably just somebody that isn't into the WWE, so they just wanted to keep bringing that up because that is technically the biggest return of the year. Although Becky Lynch is pretty big and Brock Lesnar is pretty big, and both of them.
Brock
on the same
Lesnar is
card.
the biggest, I think.
Did you see him?
Human
Did y'all see a
and
picture of Brock Lesnar?
No.
gigantic.
No,
Even
I mean
bigger?
you just got to change it. Do you want to see what he looks like now? It's right. I ain't gonna.
Brock
do
is
much.
bigger?
Not bigger. No.
Oh.
I mean, dumber looking.
Oh, okay.
Look at him.
He's dumber
Or
looking?
to- Oh no.
What
Dude.
Yeah, he looks
is
easy.
going on?
He needs to definitely keep it bald.
He looks like
Dude,
he's trying to be in like a Viking show.
That's
You know?
that was a lot of the comments.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you follow this. I thought you would have been aware of the way he looks now because he came out on a butcher show about meat. So I thought you would have.
Big meat guy.
Big
Big meat guy.
meat guy in Montana.
Big meat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn.
How did that slip
Those are like
your,
two of my favorite things. Meat, Montana, dude.
Like, how did that slip your grips? You know?
That's weird, man.
But he showed up in that, I don't know, whiplash haircut.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
what
a
that
good
is,
look.
dude. It
That's
looks like
really
a
good
sex
look.
whip on his
It's a-
head.
Yeah. Like,
Just wet that thing
Whip.
and start going.
Do the helicopter.
I'm saying.
100%.
You're going to hurt somebody.
Think if you could do it both at the same time.
you don't take somebody's eye out with that thing.
Now, if he comes to Extreme Rules, which is in October, which is like the next big pay-per-view, and he has beads in it, I'm not watching again.
Ooh. Yes, you will.
No,
bro.
that's the last time I watched
100%
WWE
you're
because
watching it.
there's just no up from there. This is only down. Like, I'm digging the beard, but you go
no,
back.
dude.
No.
No, dude.
Dude,
No.
Why is it
you're
that
telling
color,
me
bro?
of the two things
Why
that's
is it that
on his
color?
face that's new, the beard is the less.
No, I'm saying neither one of them should
No,
be
the
there.
mustache.
What?
Mustache is quality.
You're saying
No.
cut the
Beard.
beard, leave the mustache.
Yeah.
Bro,
Bro,
look
the
at his
beard
face,
is fucking
though.
weird. I can't
Dude,
do none
look
of
at
it.
his head. Take your hat off. See what I'm saying?
I got the douche haircut. Okay.
You know who you look
The
like?
freaking-
You look like Miley Cyrus when she came out with that I came in like a
Wrecking
wreck.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you got going on right now. And you're going to give advice
what?
on another man's hair?
Listen, you asked for my advice.
I
you
didn't.
Fuck.
I told you his hair was bad.
No.
I told you. I wasn't asking. I told you.
You just asked me which one to take away.
No, I said of the two, you think the beard is the worst. Of the two.
Yeah.
That's wrong. That's just wrong.
Well, I'm giving you my opinion.
Doesn't matter. It's wrong. In the court of law, that wouldn't stand.
You are wrong.
Yeah, dude. You'd be sentenced to life. Over
because
that,
of the
dude.
beard. Because of a beard comment.
Yeah, of the
It's
two.
that aggressive, huh?
Dude, you're telling me you would date that guy?
Dude,
if,
what?
if he had
You're
that
telling me
haircut
you would
and
suck,
just the mustache?
You're telling me you would suck that guy's dick.
No, that's what I'm telling you, dude. Two things are wrong. Clean those up, we'll talk. All right?
Bro, get your teeth fixed too, dude.
Oh, you're talking about his bottoms?
Yeah.
Have y'all seen Brock Lesnar's bottoms?
No. What's wrong with him?
You're gonna have nightmares, bro.
I'm gonna Google
Yeah.
it for you.
Go ahead and do that while we're doing this. Dude,
Do that
it
while you're
looks
doing
like
this.
barrels of acid.
It's crazy.
What?
I don't know how to explain
His
it better
bottom
than that.
jaw is just all...
It's from grinding his teeth. So his teeth are exposed. Like, there's no tops on the bottoms of his teeth. So it looks like little barrels, and they're all black on the inside. It's like, there's this, like, a phobia people have where they can't see circles really close to each other.
Yeah.
It's like that. It gives me that feeling. Like, I don't have that phobia, but I see those things, and I'm like, I can
understand it.
see
But
Yeah.
how that
Yeah, I
could,
know
like,
what you
make
mean.
your skin crawl.
That makes sense.
Look at these. Oh, my God, bro. For any of our listeners, look this up.
Yeah,
tell me it just
That's
doesn't look
gross.
like, I don't know, the worst, scariest thing you've ever seen. It looks like the bottom of a horse's foot.
Like that's gotta hurt
Like, you know when they're
so
shoeing
bad,
them?
too.
It looks like it's just.
You know what I'm talking about? When they're shoeing a horse? Like they're they're taking the old one off and putting the new one on?
Yeah.
It almost looks like
Yeah.
the hoof with no shoe on it.
Yeah.
His teeth are also so close together.
And then also, guess what? He has a wife that's kissing that every night. Or, well, maybe not every night, but like it's
Probably
kissing.
not every
Dude,
night.
Can you imagine French kissing him and then your tongue just scrapes on the bottom of his teeth
bro,
and you're like,
your tongue is cut off, bro.
you're just
You know how sharp those things
just
gotta
gag
be?
right in his mouth while you're mid. He's like, you all right? No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Like, I couldn't, dude. Well, no, you know what? You know what it probably is?
Don't you think that's gotta
his
be
wife is too short to see it.
Don't you think that's got to be
I don't
so?
know.
Because he
Right.
would never be like, hey, babe.
How
Like,
tall
he would
is
never
he?
be leaned over where you see the bottom. It just wouldn't happen.
Yeah, that picture was taken from.
I mean, she was on top though.
Yeah, but his torso is so long. She would have to be on top of his face.
Again.
But then his face would be full.
Exhibit
You know what I'm
B.
saying?
But then it recovered.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But like, so you think a mustache is gonna hold that all together, knowing his teeth are like that?
Bro, it doesn't
No.
matter what he grows any of the hair like. With the teeth,
We need him
with the
to be
teeth
on
top of it. It's bad.
What is that? Oh, fuck. What is that show that was big on TLC like 10 years ago, and then Netflix just picked it up? What is that called? No, not that. It's like
Like a plastic surgery thing?
nope.
What are you
It's like a
talking
group
about?
of guys. Okay, so help me out here. Guys that remake people that don't look so good.
Botched?
No, it's
Oh, no,
a
that's
group
like a
of guys that are friends, real friendly. You know? Oh, well, I don't know
Like
if it's still called
how friendly are we talking about?
like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Ah.
I think that's the name of the show still.
I was about to shoot that name out there, but I didn't know if that's
Or
what
it
you
was
talking
when
about.
it was okay to say that. I don't know if it's not okay to say that no more.
I don't know.
They need him. He needs them. Both of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Both of it.
He needs them.
Yeah. I mean, for sure, 100%. And I put all my money on, they're telling him cut that hair. That hair is not staying. Do y'all know who Hard Rock Nick is?
Oh, yes, dude.
Do you know Hard Rock Nick?
Uh-uh.
Oh, my God, dude. Pull up a
Bangers,
picture while I
boy.
pull up a video, dude. Hard Rock Nick is insane, dude.
He is fucking hilarious. I think
God,
I
Hard
follow
Rock
him on
Nick
Instagram.
is like, he's like a urban legend that's
he's
like
he's one
real.
of the coolest guys.
I guarantee you it's going to be like the first one.
It says Hard Rock
This
Nick
is
right
what
there.
he looks like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, he's...
I think I have seen it
Bro,
before.
look at his beard, dude.
This guy fucks, bro.
Oh, like way harder than any of us. Not him. That's Jason
Sword.
Ellis. That's Hard Rock Nick.
Dude, look
Did
how,
he use
look
all
at
Is that
the
his
eyes.
actual,
Hold on,
like-
Did he use all the printer ink?
Dude,
And
dude,
like,
fill it in.
like
fill it all
what?
in.
Like, what is that evil genius like pencil
Is that
goatee in the
actually hair?
Yeah. No, yeah, that's actually.
It's
I mean,
hair.
yes, he dyes it.
It's got to be filled
You know they
in, too,
have
though.
beard markers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like hella full.
Yeah.
No. That's his real beard. But they have like DJ Khaled does it.
Yeah, no.
where they
we're
have
just-
beard markers. Like once you like your beard,
Mm-hmm.
they'll even color in on the skin.
That's
where
what
like
we're
you,
talking
yeah,
Right, so it'll look, yeah.
But
it looks
he-
more
it-
full.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it is actually. I mean, it
it's
definitely
his
doesn't
hair.
look like it.
It's his hair. He looks so.
He wants
like,
your type of beard. Like yours is like coarse and growing, like and growing stronger by the minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's friends.
That's what my beard is
Like-
doing. Just it's gable gripping and that's
yeah. It looks
everything.
like
It's-
your beard is like, dude, we can never lose each other
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Like
This
we
is
can't.
it.
It's been too long. But his hair is like they don't know each other.
Well, that's
Each
Never
hair is
mind.
like,
Yeah.
dude, I don't
Different
know. you,
area
dude.
code.
I'm too good.
I was
for
about to
him.
I
go
got
way
hose.
Yeah, dude.
He looks so oily too as a human, doesn't he? His face
Yeah,
looks
dude. And
extra oily.
he's like 320, and he says he has like, I don't know, below 20% body fat.
bruh,
that's a lie.
for sure.
There's
not.
20% body fat in his arm.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. For sure. There's 80% body fat in his body, dude.
Dude, you see those mics they're talking on?
Oh yeah.
I almost bought those mics first because they were $24 on Amazon. Seriously, I
can't.
almost bought those. Mitts.
Also, you're not watching this, but he's wearing what I have to assume is a bedazzled Gucci beanie, but it's spelled with a Y, so UCCY. I don't see the G.
Yucky.
That can't be Gucci.
Does it say?
Fucky?
Well,
I don't know, dude. Yeah, but Hard Rock Nick is another like mess of a person, bro. Like
one of the coolest guys.
Who is advising these people on
I don't know what he does. Who's like, where's he even from?
Hard
What's
Rock
he do?
Nick?
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing what he does. This is it.
But
We're
like,
in the thick of things.
how'd he get to that point?
He got pulled up on a podcast on Your Mom's House, Tom Segura and Christina P's podcast.
Yeah. So
And they like made this entire bit about him, like a 20-minute thing about him. And then out of nowhere, his Instagram started blowing up and shit because everybody from the show who watched it started following him because he's like this crazy dude who thinks he's got all this money and shit. And then now everybody's like,
it's also the scandalous things he says. He's very sexist. So he's like, he thinks he fucks hard.
yeah, oh, so hard.
He thinks he's like filthy rich, but he isn't. So it's weird how he like straddles that line of being like flashy, but doing it cheap. Like he'll be like, I just bought this 24-pack of Rain at Walmart for $10, and he'll brag about that. But then he'll also talk about his chain.
Yeah,
but it's like,
I mean, that's how a lot of them are, really. If you think about it, that's how they are where they are. Yeah.
That's how you get there.
That's how they get the bigger stuff because they really found the good deals.
Yeah.
So.
But he'll be like, no girl can resist me, and he'll be sitting in a like 1998 Toyota Corolla,
putting in that work, pushing that roller though.
Yeah, and it looks hot, you know. Like I don't know.
No,
if we could pull up his actual videos,
Bro's got pretty eyes.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, he's single. If you're talking,
dude, I'm telling you. Get on his Instagram, man. He posts some good stuff on there.
Well, it's more than just his eyes. I think I'm okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much more to him than just his eyes.
I mean, he switches up his beard.
But. Yeah, I noticed that. Okay, look, dude. A dude on YouTube did a deep dive in this guy and found out that the reason he is actually popular or of any sort of anything is he married a lady that just divorced either a musician or like a baseball player, somebody that was filthy rich.
That's how he made his money.
That's how he became popular because the lady was popular.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the lady because I'm not like in that realm of people, I guess. But like he brings that up a lot. And he's been on so many freaking shows, dude. Like just because people are making fun of him and whatnot. But
you have a cactus in a shoe, and I've never noticed that before.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie Ben.
It's pretty cool.
That.
Yeah, Ben Connor is like a woodworker.
Yeah,
but also like a shoe buff.
Yeah, he loves shoes, but also loves succulents. So he was like, put them together.
He bought this pair, and I think he lost the left foot to it.
He bought one. Yeah, he bought one from like a flea market or something.
Oh yeah,
and was trying to find the other one, and they were like, "Yeah, we can't find it."
He's
So
like, I just put a plan in and give it to you.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool for the.
I
patio.
like it.
Yeah.
The patio. But
yeah.
So to 15 minutes in, we should probably introduce who we have.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is Tony Rayborn.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Hey, this is him.
That's me.
This is the head coach of Panacea in Foley, Alabama. If you're interested in coming out to do jiu-jitsu, great head coach, great gym. Honestly, one of the bigger ones for like, I don't know. I've been to or seen a lot of gyms locally, and they're all relatively like smaller in mat size. Mm-hmm. But it seems like ours has like some of the biggest open space. Like
and that just kind of like fell in place. Like we looked at a few different places that seemed to be better price wise and whatnot, but the landlord really worked with me, and like I said, it just fell in place. Like everything about it from start to finish or start to now.
Yeah. It looks good, dude.
Yeah.
We used to have a pillar in the middle. We got rid of the pillar, dude.
Yeah.
And like That's what I'm talking about. You're all in here. Like, he has a wall that separates the kitchen from the living room.
Oh, hey, I'm just saying, we're pretty good at removing some walls. We chop some things out real quick.
Hilton's eyes are saying, I'm not ready for this.
No, I would love to.
You should have seen the middle room that we had at the gym until we was like, you know what? Let's take it down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
There's
big
like
middle
not
room.
a wall in the building, basically.
Yeah.
It's just a big opening.
It's a big opening.
There's no walls in the bathrooms. It's just a sink and toilet.
Yeah, that's how.
There's walls for the bathroom.
That's how it works. It works
man.
great.
It really does look great. Like that's
I'm trying to think if I've seen. I think you've shown me pictures of it.
of the gym.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just come over sometime. That'd work.
Well, yeah. I'm out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. See, the thing what sucks about my schedule is that, like, whenever people are doing
Anything fun?
yeah, I'm always working.
Yeah,
because
'cause
I'm
you're
working
cook.
because I work when everybody wants to go out and have fun, I gotta cook the food for the people that are having the fun. So it's hard for me to get, to come out and hang out for a little bit. But
Yeah.
I'd like to.
So
Right.
sometimes you buy comedy tickets.
Yeah.
I don't know, and you're like, let's go see a comedy show, and somebody will be like, yeah, no problem, and I'm like, hey, that's a day you work, and he's like, we'll figure it out, and I'm like, all right, dude, and that comedy show might have been last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As
Now ask
he
me
was
how
working
that
last.
comedy show went.
I'm assuming he worked last night.
Yeah,
I did.
Oh, you work today too?
I do not.
Oh, well, good, because we have class at 3 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
at Remedy.
Pull up. Pull up.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
Damn.
that comedy show, I don't know how it went. I didn't go.
Mm.
I even tried giving away the tickets. Nobody could go. So the tickets just gone in the ether.
That sucks.
Yeah. That does suck.
Yep.
If only you had really close friends around.
I posted it everywhere, dude. Like hours beforehand, but I know how hard it is to respond to things. So
Yeah, I
Yeah,
tend to have
dude.
an issue like that
it's tough.
every now and then.
But yeah, man. So owner of a gym, and I don't know how much of a story you want to tell, but what got you into martial arts? Didn't you used to do like karate?
I used to do taekwondo.
I know that was a joke. A lot of people like to say the karate joke.
Well, I mean, it's basically the same thing. There's differences for sure, but whenever I was a little kid, probably 6 or 7, I did a little bit of taekwondo as well, and then obviously we got out of it. Me and my sister were in it.
Yeah.
We got out of it for years, and a friend had started at taekwondo about 8-9 years ago now, and I was like, you know what? I'll jump in on that too. So I did, and about 1.5 years or so later, I was awarded my black belt in taekwondo.
And how old were you at that time?
25, I think, give or take a year.
Yeah.
So, anyways, after I got my black belt, my instructor, Ms. Courtney Holsey, she was moving to Georgia. And she actually offered me to take over the school, and it just wasn't good timing for me because I was kind of in between jobs, and I couldn't dedicate my time to it like I needed to. So I looked at a couple different gyms that were right here in Foley as far as taekwondo goes. I'm not saying they were bad by any means. They just weren't how I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
So I did find one in Daphne, which was like 40 minutes away from me, 45 minutes. I was like, man, I do like this gym, but I don't want to drive here every night, to and from, 40 minutes going to, and then.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, I get it. Anyway, so I was like, all right, well, what other kind of gyms are there? And there was a gym called Outlaw MMA at the time. And that's how I started in MMA and jiu-jitsu. From there, it just kind of fell in love with jiu-jitsu.
So you went to Outlaw to do striking, and then found jiu-jitsu there, and was like, "Hey, what is this?" Or were you aware of jiu-jitsu? Like a lot of
I was
people
aware of
don't
jiu-jitsu.
know jiu-jitsu exists.
I knew what it
They
was.
think it's wrestling.
Now I didn't know anything about it other than, just what it was. I knew it was the ground game portion of what I see on TV.
Yeah.
So But yeah, went there. The coach at the time was actually Sean Applegate from 10th Planet Atlanta. He was there at the time.
Yeah.
Great coach, very, very, very into everything and inventing more things, as you guys know him as a heavy leg lock guy.
Yeah. At this time, like, what level was he, and what year was this?
I think he was pretty sure he was purple. I want to say he was purple at the time that I had met him. I could be off. He could have been brown. I'm not 100% sure. But it was for a very short amount of time. That was, let's see, that was probably about 2013, 2014. Wow. So whatever he was back then, I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, little split happened with, him and Outlaw, and it was cool. We just went separate ways. That's, that happens in gyms and whatnot. And I stayed with Outlaw. Then we had another gentleman coach, Red, Chase Gallen. Again, great coach. Can't say anything bad about him. Always pushes you to do, more.
I have to pause this for a second.
Yeah.
R.I.P. his 2 dead chickens. I know if he watches this, he's going to want me to bring up that he just lost 2 chickens. So a moment of silence.
Okay.
All right, we're good.
That was good.
Okay.
Good.
Shout out, Red.
There you go. But so yeah, I personally have went through about 5 coaches. It's been,
which is insane because typically if you are at a gym, that's like set in stone. Done, huh?
Well, that's the rough part was because I literally never went anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like it was just I was at the same gym where I started until I made my own.
Yeah.
It just changed around you.
Yeah. And I was like, man, this is rough. So I didn't know if this was like a normal thing or not. But
you must have felt like this is weird. But
yeah.
I guess this is how this goes.
This is how this happens. Yeah.
But yeah, we literally went through like 5 coaches. There was Sean, there was Red, Matt Halfacre also taught for a little bit when it was kind of in between. Then there was a guy named Scott Jennings. He taught for a while. He took up a job to where, very similar to your scenario, where he had to work a lot at night and that type of thing. So I was actually covering for him a bit. I got my blue belt under Scott Jennings and Sean Hammons. Sean Hammons was the black belt coach that we were under.
So I meant to ask you this in this time frame, like the lineage, like what is that? Like when you first started at Outlaw, who is that under? Like
when I first started at Outlaw, it was with 10th Planet.
Okay.
Because it was Sean's program.
Okay. And then when Sean left, it became, you said Scott or what? Because it wasn't Red.
It was still
10th?
Yeah, it was still technically like a 10th Planet program, but it wasn't the same. It was just a jiu-jitsu program at that point.
Gotcha.
Now obviously Red had tons of 10th Planet, and that's where he came from. So
yeah.
it was still basically very similar to that, but it wasn't necessarily affiliated with 10th Planet at that point in time.
Yeah. And then so your final coach before you stepped out to be like, I know like you consider Trey your coach, but like you are coach.
Yeah.
Like
so my final coach before affiliation changed to Trey with Remedy was Sean Hammons. Okay. I was blue belt at the time that I started just taking over as main coach, and that was rough because I was still figuring a lot of stuff out myself. I was like, oh my gosh, but
I feel that same feeling because like look, I'm just purple and like newly purple, but like I'll be doing a class and if somebody pulls up and I'm like we're doing no gi, I don't know their level. So I don't want to teach something. I'm teaching what I know, but say somebody comes in and they're like brown or black or even purple and they just know the position better. I don't want to come off like an idiot. I'm just teaching what I know. So I'm not trying to say what I know is the best, but
right.
I can't imagine doing that at like blue and being the gym owner technically, or like, you know.
Yeah, I was over the program, so
That's got to be nerve-wracking because
it was extremely nerve-wracking.
You don't want it to come across like your reputation is you're trying to teach like you know more than you do. It's
right,
just the situation you were in.
Yeah.
It was definitely a lot of me telling pretty much the whole crew, hey, you know, I'm only teaching on stuff that I know fairly well and that I've done before. Even now, I still do that. You know, I don't teach anything unless I've done it multiple times over and over and over again. But if someone does have a question and I don't know the answer, I'll be like, well, to be honest, I don't know that answer, but we can figure it out together and, you know, move on. Yeah. You know, we can grow together like that.
Yeah. That's the best way to teach, bro.
Yeah.
Seriously,
there's no harm in saying, no harm in saying, you know what, I don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
No one ever
just
takes
as long
offense
as you
to
don't
that.
try to fake.
Right.
That's where it goes wrong. Is like people take it as like a pride thing, but it's like, bro, you can't, you know, you can't make up something you don't know. Yeah. You know, like just accept that, you know, they're asking a question you can't answer. And
like in my situation, if something like that happens, I'll be like, put me physically in that spot.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, and now do what you're gonna do, and then I'll show you what I'll do, because maybe I don't know right this second, but I'll know when you're doing it because I have to respond to it. Otherwise,
Well, you also got to think in jiu-jitsu, there's multiple different terms for the same thing.
Yeah, dude.
So
explaining,
trying to explore that.
Just Saturday, we had a gym I just hadn't heard of, and I just won't say their name just because I don't know anything about them, but they were like yelling out names for moves that I had never heard of, but I know the move.
Right.
Like
you're like watching
and
it
you're physically seeing it. It's like, okay, yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, I get that, but they would be like, boomerang, 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 and I'm like, I
don't
never
know what
heard
that
of
is. Yeah,
dude,
it's
and he's like sledgehammer him.
It's like it's like the football teams like playing each other, and they've got like
the
like
cards?
blue 76
or like in college they
like
have the cards
Kermit
with the four images.
Yeah.
Kermit, and they're like trying to mess the other team up, you know.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, like, and he was saying it, and he's coaching the dude on my mat, but I'm reffing, and I'm like, is he yelling at?
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, I'm like, he can't be at this mat.
He said, "There's a boomerang in here. What the hell?"
Yeah, I'm like, there should be no weapons.
I think that has to do a lot with, you know, competitions and just like on a baseball team or something like that. You know, you'd make your own hand signs.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to, even though it's meaning okay, steal the base.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you have a different sign based off the team. So
Like Dwayne
Everybody
Ludwig.
got their own little.
Yeah, Dwayne Ludwig. I think that's how you say his last name.
I think I'm not 100%.
But like TJ Dillashaw's striking coach has shit like that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll be like Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
It's like
Just something
wow,
that
that's
you
great.
know specifically.
And they change it every camp.
So you can't catch on to it.
Yeah.
That's
That's
awesome.
interesting.
So that was your first kind of run-in with teaching, then being in that position or whatever, and trying to kind of shuffle, you know.
Yeah, it was rough, but I mean we got through it. I mean you're
here
today, and
you're
now
here.
I have my own gym. So
Yeah.
When you first started it and you were put in that spot, was it made to be apparent to you that it was temporary, or like did you think like, oh, I'm just doing this temporarily to cover?
No.
And then all of a sudden it became full time.
When Scott had a nighttime job and I was having to cover for him, all the guys got used to me, you know, and you know really bonded with me in that aspect. And you know, it just came up one day. Matt was like, "Hey, I'm just having issues trying to find a coach that'll stay. Like the guys already like you. You want to just be the guy?" I'm like, "Sure, yeah, that sounds good." You know, and that was it.
Was that like a goal of yours at all, or were you just like, I'm gonna do this until somebody better comes along so I can learn from them?
No, that was cool because my whole goal, you know, shortly after I started was like, man, I really want to own my own gym, and I told Matt, the gym owner at the time, that I told him that forever ago, and he was down with it. You know, he didn't have anything bad to say or anything like that. So
That's gotta feel so awesome, dude. Like 10 years ago, being like, I want to own my own. Maybe it wasn't that long, but being like, I want to own my own gym, and then getting to the point where you're like, this is it.
Well, I have you know, everyone around me, everyone at the gym to thank for that, and especially Tra Alidor with Team Remedy. He's my direct coach, and overall, when I was getting the gym, he's the one that, helped as far as like really guiding me through the process of, okay, what I actually need to do compared to what I want to do, because there's a big difference whenever you're doing something like that. And then I started up the gym in the middle of the pandemic. June 1st of last year was pretty dead center of that. And I was like, well, there's
That's insane.
Couldn't go a harder way, but
Yeah, I know. They're like, if we can make it through this, we're good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, man, I can't even imagine, dude.
It's fun times. It was lots of fun.
And then y'all just celebrated 1 year.
Yeah, we just celebrated 1 year. What,
2
months ago now?
Yeah.
I mean, now I have great people that's, helping me coach at the gym, like yourself. Coaches the basics and the normal adult class on Wednesdays. If you guys ever want to come out and see Cody train or coaching and whatnot, he's a great coach.
Yucks.
He loves his people there, and then we got John Connor. He teaches on Thursdays at the gym, so definitely come out and have fun with him. He's very, very. Both you guys are very passionate about jiu-jitsu, and not only about jiu-jitsu, but about the people that are there learning from you, and that's really what I love. I can't say enough words to how much I appreciate you guys doing that.
Appreciate you
because it allows me to do what I need to do with my personal life.
Yeah,
taking a night off here or there, because I do have my normal day job too that I do Monday through Friday. 40 hours a week, so it tends to be a lot, but
like I only do one night, and I think about like you teaching, and I'm like, not that I mean to, but I understand that I underestimate how much you have going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I know I'm doing stuff in my life, but then I think, oh yeah, he has a full-time job and he's coaching literally full-time.
Yeah.
Like if I had to drop everything I had right now and I had to coach full-time, like and do nothing else, I'd run out of material pretty quick. I mean, I'd probably have stuff for a while that I could drag out, but then I'd be like,
well, what happens is like I will be teaching on, all this stuff that I do know really well.
Yeah.
And then over time, I'll be experimenting over with Trey and stuff on Sundays and experimenting and figuring out some of the newer stuff. But I'll give that some time to, let me get my own reps in and make sure I'm good to go on that.
And
that's how I keep evolving as far as that goes.
That's a fold that I was like alluding to is like you have a full-time job and you're coaching, but then
where do you get your training and learning?
Where do you get your training and how do you study to make sure that you have stuff to teach? Because like you can do sweeps and passes and like basic submissions and stuff,
right?
But like if somebody's been there for a long time with you, they're gonna be like, I've seen this. So what are we working on? But like you have to work that in on top of doing whatever else.
I think the hardest part overall
don't think of that.
is the fact that you have a set like idea about what you're trying to go over, whether you're going off a curriculum or not. You'll have an idea, and then just say, for instance, okay, well, we just had a full class of nothing but blue, purple, brown, come in, and it's like, okay, well, I can change this up a little bit. But the same way goes if you have literally just yourself and then nothing but almost brand new students. You still have to change and adapt to that. And I mean, you do that in jiu-jitsu all the time in the middle of a roll, but it's a little bit different whenever you have something set.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, now I have to figure out what I can do from here to get them kind of caught up,
Yeah. I never saw that or knew that was a thing until like starting to teach. Like that you had to adjust the class per class.
Yeah.
You can
it's
have
not like you're gonna be like, we're gonna learn how to bounce a ball today.
Yeah,
And
you
then
can
there'll
have
be
a
NBA
set,
stars in there, and
right.
They know how to bounce a ball.
Yeah, you can have a set plan all you want until the people walk in, and then you're like, oh shit, okay, now we gotta figure this out. Like,
Yeah.
And that goes with the kids too, man, because sometimes the kids will be really advanced or been here for a while.
Murderers.
Yeah. Definitely, 100%. We got this one kid right now. I won't throw out any names or anything, but he does not want to tap, bro. He's gonna be a monster. Yeah. He's just completely fearless whenever it comes to that. And I mean, he's pretty new, but he definitely does not want to tap.
Seeing some of the kids, like, I'm not as involved as I was, like, because I was able to make it more before. But seeing them, like, and you telling me their experience, like, oh, he's only been here a month or something, and seeing, like, obviously they're so young that they're just doing what we're telling them to do, so they don't know that they know technique per se. But their technique is so sharp, so quick.
Yeah.
That it makes me feel like, what was I doing my first year?
Right.
I was just trying to survive.
Yeah.
But they're like actively working passes and it's clean, like doing the technique correctly.
Yeah.
It's just like, what?
They're little sponges. It gets wild.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, at that age, it's like anything you're told, anything you're taught, I feel like just gets soaked the fuck up.
I wish I would have learned another language. Like, he's like semi-bilingual. I say semi because, like.
Yeah. I can conversate.
Yeah.
But
Bro,
if somebody's going like 1,000 miles an hour, he's like, bro, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have one kid in our kids' class. She doesn't speak English like much at all. I mean, just there's definitely a massive language barrier, and she is picking it up so well. How? I don't know. Like that, jujitsu is hard enough by itself, but to add a language barrier to it too, like she is, and she always has a smiling face. And she's always like,
So
he's giving you an opportunity right now because you suck at jiu-jitsu, right? But you are bilingual.
With
so
what other
you
language?
and her
Spanish.
could be good training
yeah.
partners. She might be 2 foot, but you suck.
She's
at
literally like 2
jiu-jitsu,
foot. Yeah,
okay?
that sounds about right.
Okay.
So y'all's skill level are the same.
Yeah, there you go.
So you could talk to her,
Oh.
and you're basically gonna be like, "Dude, I don't know," but you're just
I don't
saying
know.
it in her language. You're like, "Dude,
yeah.
I don't know." Just what? Like, maybe you can show me,
Yeah.
and we can talk about it.
Yeah,
but-
let's figure this out.
Yeah.
In our own language.
You looked at her and you're like, "Dude, I suck. I don't know."
Je ne sais pas.
Yeah, bro. That'd be cool. Like I learned ASL, like sign language in high school, and all I know how to say is like, "Hi, my name is Cody."
I mean, that's something.
That's pretty much
Better
it.
than nothing.
Yeah.
And I can like say, like I can write words or sign
It
words.
spells out an entire paragraph just with
Look.
letters.
But yeah, but I can't do words. Like I can't. Like they do have signs for solid words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like cousin or
Like grandma and grandpa. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them I know, but if you did it to me, I would be like, "God, fuck. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
You trying to go inside? What are
Yeah.
you trying to do?"
We just watched Major Pain again last night. It was hilarious, right? So, have you ever seen Major Pain?
Yeah, I've seen Major Pain.
You've seen Major
I
Pain?
don't think so.
I haven't
Oh,
in a
you gotta
long,
watch it.
long time though, but it's super funny.
Anyways,
Which Wayne's brother is that?
I can't remember, to be honest. I don't know which one it is.
There's 3
It's
of
not a
them,
Wayne's
right?
brother?
I don't know.
I thought it was.
No, I mean he looks pretty similar to him, but I don't
Yeah.
think it was. It might be like a cousin or dad or
I thought it
something.
was
I
like-
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's
But so there's a deaf kid in Major Pain.
It's Damon Wayans.
Yeah,
That's
there it
what
is.
I
There's
thought.
3 of them or 4 of them? Wayans brothers? There's like a lot of them.
There's 3 that everyone knows, because one's a stand-up, and then 2 did the show, and then I think there's a 4th one that like isn't as popular, and he kind of like stays to himself doing like directing and stuff.
Yeah.
So at one point he's talking to the deaf kid, right? And deaf kid's not responding too well, obviously.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna stick my foot in your ass." It's like, is that? I wonder if that's for real. Like,
Actual asshole.
yeah.
I don't even know.
It's like,
I
oh
don't
my
know.
god, that's so bad.
Oh,
Man,
it's good shit.
good question. Good question here.
What?
Oh, you confused me.
Wait, I haven't asked a question.
Okay, my bad.
okay,
Go,
okay,
go, go.
okay.
Good question here. Are there, and this isn't meant to be insensitive, I don't know. So is it
It's about to get bad.
is it insensitive if you don't know something and you're asking?
No,
That's not the
I wouldn't
question,
think so.
But
I wouldn't think so. I mean,
so are there such things as deaf podcasts? So they would just be visual podcasts? Is that a thing?
I think.
You feel like there
I don't
would
know.
have to be, right? There would just be videos of people signing, right?
I think.
Yeah, there would just
but
be
it would
videos.
be like interviews.
but like, I mean,
But typically,
could have
when
the
you
closed
sign,
captions.
you don't sign to a TV or a camera. You're
But-
signing to a person because it's personal.
Doesn't that kind of defeat the whole podcast thing, though, right? Because it's supposed to be like
very mobile
yeah.
Oh, it's supposed to
headset
be
type
audio.
of thing.
Hey, they're fucking
it's
deaf.
supposed to be audio.
But if they're
I
watching
know.
on YouTube or something,
just
That's what I'm
video,
saying.
though.
Like,
But then it's just a video. They're just watching a video.
but it's a video with closed captions. They could do it like that
And just
because you could just read
dude,
it.
I'm onto a great idea, and I feel like
Deaf
I'm not
podcast.
talking to the right people.
Well,
there should be
I
a
mean-
deaf podcast.
I don't know if you understand, but I get choked a lot, so
Yeah. You'll get there one day. You'll be deaf, and then you'll be like, man, there should be a
wow.
deaf podcast.
yeah, probably.
I'm ahead of the curve, man.
Podcast set.
Maybe it shouldn't be called deaf
probably
podcast,
not.
but it would be along the lines of like, yeah, this is a podcast. It's like audio based. Like that's probably where all the listeners come from. But the YouTube is getting big as fuck,
Listeners.
right? So yes, this is still a podcast, even though it's not. I mean, it can be mobile, but like you can watch. I'm talking a fucking idiot. I don't know. I'll just give up on that idea. But
You're an
somebody
idiot,
out
bro.
there
Kinda
is
shit,
understanding
Yeah, you're an
what I'm
idiot.
This is, I mean, this is.
I'm
this
onto
is
a
how
great
it is,
idea.
man.
Hey, if you're siding with me, DM the page and let me know like how smart I was about this idea. I'm onto some fucking juicy gold over here.
Juicy juice.
Gonna have to look into it.
Yeah, they're literally gonna have to look into it because it's not
That's-
audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let me hear a
I'm
good
here
idea
for-
from you.
I'm
Say
here for
one
you, bro.
good idea.
Listen. You
Just
know,
say one.
you know, I'll always support you. You know that. So you know, if that's what you want to do, I'm right here with you.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm giving the idea out to the
Oh,
world.
so you don't even want to do this.
I can't do it.
Why?
Oh, what am I gonna say? Hi, my name is like 6 times.
My name is.
Hi.
It's
My
just a 4-minute
name-
podcast.
I mean, you can learn and progress yourself.
I think you overestimate
Better
me.
yourself, dog.
I mean,
I can only learn so many things.
that's true.
There's
That's
only
true.
enough
space up there.
Wow. Okay, guys. My bandwidth is like a rubber band thin, you know?
Just stretch
It's
that
just like-
thing.
Yeah, super
Band-
stretched, super
my bandwidth.
thin, ain't wide.
Ain't even thick at all.
No.
But I mean, like you've gotten good at things,
Yes, things.
so get good at that.
Dude, I fucking can wash some dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a dishwasher. Don't use it because guess what? Come wash dishes.
See these hands?
Just tear them up.
You see these things? These are licensed dishwashers. Right
Yeah, I'm
here.
saying, dude.
Yeah, I mean, but you can do it. You just buy a book or something.
You want me to read how to sign?
Yeah, they'll give
Not
you like
I mean, I
watch
don't
a
know.
video
shit.
on how to
They'll
sign.
No, you read.
give you motions and shit.
You don't
yeah.
read how to
They'll
sign,
give you the
dude.
pictures.
Yeah,
You're telling me
Yep.
there's a book out there
Yeah.
that has
sign
words.
language for dummies.
Yeah, but they're gonna have pictures,
Yeah,
not words.
no, it'll be words, but also pictures.
But also pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's not like a book like you're gonna read. Like it's just gonna
Cody,
be like a
listen.
Harry Potter book.
Most of the books that you read have pictures in them, right?
I don't read
Mm.
audio
You
books.
look at picture.
Most of the
books.
audio
don't
books I
read
listen
either.
to are of pictures. They're describing the picture.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just buy the book, bro.
I'm okay.
Reading.
Bought the book, didn't read the book.
Hmm?
I said bought the book, didn't read the book.
Bought the book. Listen to the book.
I bought the book and then found the audio
And
book
then
and I was
bought
like, I'm
the
gonna listen to
An
that.
audiobook. Yeah.
Yeah. Bought the audiobook after.
Yeah.
Bought the book twice.
Dead serious? All the books on that table I bought the audio book for. I'm dead serious. You can get a free month and you get 2 free books. There's my 2 free books.
And
Why?
then canceled the
Why?
subscription.
Your boy's busy.
Okay.
I would like to read more. I think it's such a good. I'm just saying. I think it's such a good, like a meditative thing, you know.
Yeah,
Like
I don't
just-
get it.
I can't get into reading.
neither.
It's
I've
hard
tried.
for me to do.
I mean, I understand. Like, if it does bring you things,
Yeah.
do it.
Like I literally think the last time I read a book was probably about 7th grade, maybe. That's a big maybe.
See, and look, the last real book I read is the Marvel Endgame comic book series. I have the complete series, but it's like a big fucking book. It's like this, but like 20 times as thick. And I read maybe 75% of it, and then I think I moved, and I still have it. I just didn't get back into it.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I read. But guess what? Colors, pictures.
Lots of.
There's
those.
like 20 words per page. You know, I can cook through like 6 pages a day.
I mean, that's
That's a
It's
lot.
like 6 words an hour or something.
That's like
huh?
50 words.
hella quick.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
boy, so fast.
I'm just saying, like, what's he
So
doing over there?
fast.
I'm 3 pages deep. Okay.
What's up?
What
dog?
are you doing today?
My mom used to read my mom read like all of the Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
In like a summer.
I respect her for that
Bro.
just alone.
See, that's what they told me
That's
to do.
insane.
Was
What?
like, okay, well, just find you a book that you like, and you'll
Here's the
probably like
thing.
Harry Potter. And I'm like,
Damn.
I tried it, and then I even tried the audiobook, and I was like, no, I'll just no.
You know what, you say that? That makes a lot of sense, and I only say that because I actually did read a lot when I was in elementary school, and it wasn't like it was middle school books, but I was reading them in elementary school.
Right.
Like it was
It's the only
like
time Cody's been ahead in any class. Just
Dead
so you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
like I was really good at math really early until like math started mixing with books.
Yeah. Letters
Like,
and shit.
Fuck this, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I know the alphabet and I know math. I don't know y'all knowing each other. That is new
This
to
is
me.
a relationship that I didn't know existed.
And I'm not okay with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like,
Did you graduate?
from high school?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Do you know the Barely video?
Very little bit.
Okay,
No,
it's fine.
I've heard it. I don't know if I know the video.
Please explain this. You explain it better than I explain it.
The legally blind one?
Yes.
Yeah, so like this lady's getting arrested.
I'm sorry.
And
it's
she's
so
like
funny.
in the back of a cop car.
She hasn't made it to the car yet.
Okay, so
she's walking as
she's
they're
walking
talking.
to the car and she's like telling the cops this sob story of like, I'm legally blind, I can't see and all this shit. And the cop goes, you can't see any, or what does he say? He goes,
But you
You
could
can't-
see that, and
but
she
you can
goes,
see that.
I can't see it. And then he's like, or she brings up that she's blind, and then he goes, you're really blind? You can't see? She goes,
barely.
barely. But she's
know.
like, she's on the verge of tears, but almost seems
It
like
looks-
she's about to laugh.
Yeah, it's a really good video.
No, I haven't seen that. I'll look that up.
Yeah, it's
you
funny
have
as
to-
fuck.
yeah,
But
it's a good one.
But to bring that up, in elementary school, I used to read these books called Wayside Stories from it's Wayside Stories from West Side High School or something. Bro, Lewis Scotcher is the author of these books. These books slap.
Like, what is it about though?
Slap. It's about this high school that is like not wide. It's up like a
Like a tower?
Yeah,
Just
like a tower.
up?
Like each
Big
floor is a
building?
different grade or like teacher.
Mhm.
There's not a 13th floor, and there's like not a like 26th floor or something, right? And it's just like stories of each floor and like the characters on each floor and stuff. There's like 3 or 4 books, but I could read them today and still be into it. They should have made a show. It reminds me of Recess, the show.
Yeah, Recess
Yeah,
is
and
awesome.
Recess is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Recess is great.
But those 3 books or 4 books I could read now, dude. They're so funny.
There were 3 or 4 books. How many did they have?
3 or
3
4.
No, I mean,
Oh,
like,
that was
is
it.
that the total?
That was it.
Yeah. Oh, for that series, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
that dude wrote a lot of stuff,
Oh,
but
okay.
those were the only.
Have you read
ones.
any of his other stuff?
No. No, they're. Also, I read some of the Shel Silverstein books. I know what you know what that is. It's like The Giving Tree and The Sidewalk That Never Ends or something.
That
It's like
sounds
big
familiar.
books that have like short poems in them, but the poems are like crazy. And like they're famous images. It's like a green book, The Giving Tree, and it's like a big tree, and the tree has a face, and it's like handing down an apple to a little boy.
okay.
Or like the sidewalk one is like this, and a dog's on the end of the sidewalk about to
Okay.
fall off, and it's like curved back, like the sidewalk clearly ended way over here. But yeah, those were really good books. What? Anybody reading anything right now?
No. I watch a lot of videos.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
world is video based now, dude.
Yeah.
I stick to the cookbooks more than anything, I think.
I feel like if you're a bestseller now, you're probably more respected because it's harder to be a bestseller, I would assume. Or maybe the standards are
That's what I was about
changed.
to say. I think maybe they've changed like the amount of copies you have to sell.
because
Because some of the
if you-
shit you see, you're like,
Yeah.
what?
Now,
Like, That's a New York Times
how to
bestseller?
make 5 different spatulas by Bill Barr.
right.
Yeah.
And it's like, he is a New York bestseller. Really? A bestseller.
How
on
many
that.
did he sell?
What if,
All 16 copies.
Yeah.
what if like that guy dies? Do the books get more valuable, just like paintings and other things do?
Well, do you value spatulas?
If you're a spatula guy,
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
Okay.
you frame that mug.
Yeah.
One of the 16. But yeah, the standards had to have changed because it's like, yeah, it's like seeing shit. You're like, there's no way that guy sold, 100,000 copies of that book.
Yeah, I think the probably big thing in books now is probably making like Oprah's reading list. Because she used to do like a book club and do it on air, and it was like the people that made that book club were either, if they weren't before New York bestsellers, and why is it New York? Like, why isn't it just like bestsellers list?
That's where all the readers are at.
New York?
Yeah.
Word.
It's like
I mean, there's a lot more office type of job
I wonder
things.
if you put all the books in one place, what size state would that fill up? Like Texas?
You mean like
All the books in the
laying
world.
You think it would fill up a state?
No, I mean, you can do stacks, but it can only be like 5 high.
Okay.
But do you think it would actually fill up a state?
What?
Do you think? Okay, are
There's
you talking
more
about
books than people, bro?
Are you talking about like just one copy of each book or every book?
I mean, you said the same thing.
No, I didn't. One copy of every book or every copy of every book.
Not every copy of every book.
Okay, so
Just
one
one of
copy.
each.
One
every
copy
book.
of every book.
Yeah, that's like saying one album, like just one of everything. Music would do the same thing. It would be way too many fucking. Like, what? That's probably what's in Montana because there's fucking nothing. We don't know anything
Bro,
in Montana.
Montana's the best state in the world.
It's because
Why?
there's not mountains.
Bro, it's the best.
Dude,
Why?
it's not
Love it.
mountains. Dude,
There's
it's
something to do there all the time.
Word, like sleep.
Dude,
'Cause you can do that
it's
all the fucking
it's
time.
I mean, you can
literally-
do that
Because when you're
anywhere.
there,
It's literally the best.
Nothing's going on. The sun doesn't even shine in Montana, dude.
I fell in like I am in love with that place.
You been to
man.
Montana?
Yeah.
How many times?
Over
That's
a
a lie.
dozen. Over a dozen times.
Over a dozen.
Yeah.
There's not even numbers over a
How many
dozen.
places have you been?
Me?
Yeah.
How many places?
Yeah, like
This
states.
morning?
Like states.
Fucking New Orleans.
Okay, that's not a state.
Well,
State enough. Okay.
It's a solid state.
let me rephrase that. Like, it's so like for me, I would
I've hit everything.
not include the places where I just went to compete for an afternoon or whatever.
Oh,
I'm talking
I mean, I've
about
been to New Orleans
places,
time.
yeah, spent
Yeah.
time with.
Well, New Orleans and Atlanta have been like probably the two primary places that I've
Yeah.
gone to, other than obviously here or like maybe Birmingham.
Well, you all spent time in Kentucky, right?
A
Or-
single week.
Okay, so yeah, that counts.
I guess so, yeah.
And
But
where
we
else
were
did
in the
y'all go?
woods a lot of the time, huh?
Where else did y'all go? Didn't you go to like Tennessee or something too?
I've been to Tennessee for a day twice. 2 separate times for a single day. In Gatlinburg. So I wouldn't consider that being a lot of time, though. Because I flew in,
I would say that's
spent
like,
the night, and then flew out.
Hmm.
You know, like I got to see the inside of the building I was in, and then like hung out with my friend.
Yeah, that's like when like me and DJ went to Worlds. I still wouldn't consider myself as going. Okay,
Yeah.
I went to Las Vegas and I stayed there for a while. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that place other than the very little bit of time I spent there for the competition. So
Yeah, I went to go surprise my friend for his birthday. So, like, we were choreographing it with his girlfriend, and I was like, they rented a cabin on like a Tennessee mountain. I don't even know what mountain, but it like overlooked a great view. But in their like basement, they had like a pool table, and I was just hanging out on the pool table till they like showed him, because he hadn't gotten to the place yet, and I was already there. So he like came down and I was like, "What's up?" And then left the next morning. But it was cool because I worked for the airport at the time, so I could get free flights.
that's cool.
Yeah, that was cool, but you could only get a free flight if, like, so say there's 300 seats. You can get a free seat if not all 300 are taken. You can't just get, you just
you
can't
don't
take
get
a seat.
priority.
So,
Yeah.
So
you
if-
worked for an airport?
Yeah, we're for Pensacola, what is now International Airport.
yeah.
It was regional.
What
when I
did you
worked there.
do?
When I started, I was not a baggage handler, because people think that's like the people on the inside, but I was the people on the bottom. So that's not the only job you do. Like, you do like load the plane, but you're also like pushing the plane out with a machine, you're
Right.
directly connected to their actual tires.
Right.
And you're driving the airplane backwards. A lot of people don't know that. I didn't know that either until I worked at the airport.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, they call that like a
Being done.
tug,
Yeah.
which is the brand of the machines, and it's like all steel, and they're fucking
Things are badass,
Dude.
They're so sick.
yeah. The little tugs that like pull around the
The
carts,
tugs.
those are fucking badass because they can get up to like 2025. And
those
they're
So you can
solid
coast.
steel, so
work
you
too,
could fucking
dude.
go through something.
Yeah.
Bro, those things are like mini tanks. Seriously.
You're like
Yeah.
a little juggernaut. Just.
But like driving a plane for the first time, you're pushing it and you're pushing the steering wheel, like what they steer with. And
you're
you're also on a pivot point, so it's like if you get out of perfectly straight with it, you can start going closer to the plane and their wheels turn and you can like jackknife super hard.
it's like
really
a
quick.
it's like
Right.
backing up a
So you
trailer,
could
but
fuck
the wrong
up
way.
a multi-$100 million plane
Yeah.
like that.
That sounds fun.
And they let you
Dude.
do that?
Yeah, and they were only paying us like $10.50. Yeah,
That's.
but the issue there is because fuck Delta, I don't care. I worked for Delta, but Delta subcontracted themselves out through themselves. So Delta owned Delta, and they owned a company called Delta Global Services, which was their company. But if you work for Delta doing the same job, you could get like $20 to $30.
I was about to say that was their way of making sure they had the same kind of workers doing the same stuff,
Yeah.
just cheaper.
Money, yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah.
we made like $10.50, and I'm like, I could more or less without causing like mass, like just problems. You could basically kill all these people on this plane.
Yeah.
Because you're in like I ultimately moved from that position to it's like the logistics guy. So I like do what's the fuel account for the plane, how much is on the plane as far as like weight. So I get to calculate all that stuff, then make sure they make it there safely, and if they have to do like a holding pattern, they're fine. But I could calculate not enough gas. They're not going to know because I'm doing it for them.
Right. You're just putting numbers on the thing.
Yeah. So you could short them hundreds of gallons of gas, and they're going to find out, but they're already going to be in the air, and they're going to
Yeah, they ain't even going to look at it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you could seriously fuck them up. You're paying me $10 an hour. I care about people's lives, so I would never do something like that. But,
Someone that is super resentful.
dude, there's too many people that like, there's too many companies that spread themselves so thin that their people are going to look at, like,
You know,
well, fuck this place,
Yeah.
and fuck whatever else happens after this. That position was called the operations agent, and I didn't hit somebody with a tug. Okay, I didn't. Okay, I'm just gonna say that first because I know where your thoughts are gonna go.
Okay.
At the beginning, me and my friend Corey and my friend Tony, we all worked at this airport, and you would sleep in the plane because you get there at like 3:30 in the morning, and the bags wouldn't technically arrive till like 3:50, 4 o'clock. So you're fucking tired. So you'll get in the bin and it's dead, like pitch black. Can't even see your hand. And it's in a curve. You're like in the bottom of a bowl, basically. So we would all sleep like this. Because this would be your pillow because it's fucking hard as shit in there.
Yeah, that 20 minutes of cuddle time before everything.
Dude,
gotta
I'm
start
telling
doing
you,
shit.
you'd sleep like this by yourself. One would be all the way in the depth, like the deepest part of the plane, and then one would be in the shallow part where you're like the butt of the plane. And then somebody would be sleeping on the belt loader. And then you'd hear the tug coming with the bags.
right.
Crank the tug up, or the belt loader up, and then we'd wake up in the thing.
After, like, you got hit by someone?
No. I'm getting to that. I'm just
Okay.
telling you the relationship
Okay.
me and these other dudes had. And me and Tony knew each other beforehand, and me and Corey met there. And, well, you get playful on the tugs because they whip around real quick if you're in, like, first gear and you're not really going yet. And we would whip around the belt, like, trailer things. I can't remember the name of those, but... Well, you would try to get close so you wouldn't have to pick up a fucking bag and walk and throw it on the belt loader. You would try to get so close, like this fucking close. Like, I don't know, a lot of that space, but fucking almost scraping paint close.
Yeah.
So you just, like just, or you could just pick up the edge and put the tip of it on and it would pull it up because the belt loader would just grab it. But, well, Corey thought it was a good idea that he was sitting on the edge of the belt loader like this because it had a yellow bar right here, and you put your feet like this, and his feet's out. And they know we try to get close. And I'm getting close, and he puts his feet out like that. He's like, "You're going to kick me?" And I hit him with the belt loader.
You hit him with it
Like...
Did you hit him, or did he just...
Did you break his ankle?
Was it like this? Like just...
With the belt loader, it like did that.
Broke
like,
all
But
of
it
his
was...
toes.
Yeah, I was
No, it
about to
didn't
say,
do
it was
anything.
nothing
He
but a
was
steel
like-
machine.
Dude, that thing is heavy, bro.
It was a steel machine that you just took a
Dude,
dude's
I
foot
just-
home with.
Just fucking...
Y'all know
Just
Corey?
knocking
Y'all here
ankles.
for Corey?
I'm just saying.
I'd be pretty upset. You break
I
all
don't
my
care
toes
what the
at
guy's
work.
name is.
Dude,
Like, you
it
hit
didn't
him.
even fucking... Y'all weren't there,
hit
bro.
him.
Don't matter who it is. You just took his foot home. Like...
Y'all weren't there, man.
Ain't no steel toes around here, dog.
He was wearing steel toes. All right? I know because it went clink.
heard it. I heard it
You
hit.
hear the metal hit the metal?
Dude,
There's an
but
issue.
you weren't there. Look, the fucking steel toes were exposed.
Yeah,
Oh, so you
afterward.
knocked his shoe
No,
off.
it was like this. It was like... So in your fucking face.
Doubtful.
That's fine. I mean, he still walks to this day.
With
Well,
one
I mean-
foot.
Nope. Both feet. You can't walk with one foot.
You can hop.
There you go.
That's
He
considered
ain't hopping
walking,
today.
dog.
He's walking today.
I know a lot of people with prosthetic legs that walk just
I was
fine.
about to say, how's his
He
walk
didn't need a
look?
prosthetic leg. He's got 2 legs.
He got that limp. He got that limp, don't
No,
Got
he
that
doesn't.
strong
he?
limp.
Got that limp, dog.
He went on to go into the military, so they weren't buying no bum ass.
And then they declined him
Foot.
because he was missing a foot.
They're
They
like,
say,
"What happened to your foot,
"Hey,
man?"
man,
He's like, "I worked at the airport." They're like, "Send him more."
We,
That's
we
Cody?
overlooked this whole limp thing you got going on. What's up with that?
But I was getting at like, so I would say we were not as close as me and you are, and I hit him or touched him with
You
the tug
hit
or
him,
whatever,
Mm.
and he's like, "Ha ha." And I was like, ha ha ha.
He did not do. He did not do that laugh when you hit him with a machine that pulls planes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. It
He's
wasn't
like
that one.
throwing
It
up.
was the one that pulls the carts.
Well,
Different power.
Steel. Heavy.
Bro, I'm never telling
Real
y'all a story at
heavy.
the airport.
it's still
again.
considered a machine.
Dude, I
Yeah,
could
dog.
take
That
y'all
shit
there and y'all.
moves.
No.
He said,
All y'all know
"Ha
is no, and we were fine. And like that was you pull up and you start loading carts like or bags. So like nothing was out of the ordinary. We do the whole plane. Everybody goes inside. We eat lunch. We're waiting for the next plane to show up. And then like the next day at work, Paul, which is like the station manager, is like, "Can I talk to you in the office?" And that's never a good
You
sign
broke
because
Corey's foot.
he's never there, and he's only ever there to get money. Like, because I guess like a regular station manager should be there and like oversee things, right? But he would be off like doing whatever. I mean, his face wore like what he's been through. You know what I'm saying? Like swollen and like like he had been through some things.
Yeah.
But he came in and he's like, I got to see you. And then I like look over at Corey and I'm like, and Corey's not looking at me. He's looking down and I'm like, what's going on, dude? Like,
Motherfucker.
you know what that's about? Like, Paul's never here. Like, what's going on? And he's like, my foot hurts.
Yeah.
I
He was
like,
looking
what
down.
Are you talking about? And he goes, "You hit me
Reminiscing the
other
good
day." And I was
days.
like, no, I didn't. I was like, we're boys. I thought you understood that wasn't like that kind of hit. Like,
He's like, look, I'm trying to get this check, dog. So, did
Yep.
you get that check too?
I don't know because as soon as Paul said that, I'm the only one with keys to operations.
You left.
So I go inside the building, like inside my little office. My office is maybe 75% of this room size. And it's like a desk that's built onto the wall. So it's like it's a floating desk or whatever. The computer's sitting in the corner and there's like a big printer on this side, big printer on this side. And there's like a lot of stuff you have to fill out in between. So I feed the printer and the printer paper's like this wide. And I just feed like the whole fucking counter space worth of it. And I put it out and with the big Sharpie, I just put "fuck you, I quit." And I laid the paper out and I walked out. I locked the keys or locked the door and then I threw the keys underneath the door so they're locked inside. And then when I leave, like you have badges and there's like little passcode things like you can put in a code or scan your badge. I didn't like none of the regular people had the code. That's just like for like station managers and shit. So I hit my thing to get out, and then I handed it to the TSA agent, and I was like, I'm out. Like, it's cool knowing you. If they ask, I just fucking quit. And there's a note in there, but it's locked. So
good luck getting.
Did that make you feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made me feel good because like fuck that dude, and like they could have people cover that, but it's gonna take them a minute to get into that door. Cause like who knows where that other key is,
right?
And we didn't really have like a handyman on staff at all times. Like we had a guy that him and his dad that helps, but they were like on 24-hour call, so like they could go home, and they lived in I think Destin at the time, so it would take them a minute to get into the door. So I'm like, fuck you, Paul. Paul doesn't run it anymore, so fuck you, Paul, if you're listening. Yeah.
Have you talked to Corey since then?
I haven't. I see him on social media every once in a while, but
just railing message. Hey man, how's your foot?
How's that foot?
Yeah.
You should comment on.
That's what you should do.
I should.
100%.
My old boss, like the one that I did that, and I was like, hey, fuck you.
Paul?
No, Chris Patsy. I don't know if he wants his name out there like that, but he works for Coke now. And when I first started at the receiving position, it was like a week before I was officially gonna be transferred to that. Like I was helping our receiving agent at the time, and Patsy was like the Coca-Cola delivery driver. I was like,
oh, nice.
"What's up, my dude?"
I
was like, "How is everybody?" And he's
said,
like, "Everybody's fucked, dude."
You ever get them keys, dog?
Yeah. I felt bad because he's like such an awesome dude. Like I hated to like put part of that on him because eventually it would trickle down to where he would have to deal with it, but he got it. He gets it.
He knew what was up.
Yeah. Yeah, why did we start talking about the airport? Oh, you asked me if I worked there?
Yeah.
But why?
We were talking about traveling.
We were talking about
Oh,
traveling.
yeah, so I've only traveled like Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina. I went on tour twice with Scream Out Loud and Nothing Till Blood, like two bands. But the Nothing Till Blood ones went like a little higher. It was like we went to Talladega and then we went to North Carolina and then did like I can't remember the name of the tour, but it was like with Gideon and Fit for a King and somebody else, but it was like kind of a small tour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you? Where have you been?
Where have I worked?
No,
But
just
like travel.
being.
You asked.
Yeah,
I was
travel.
like, what?
Where you been, dog?
Yeah.
Everywhere. No, I've stayed close to my hometown, Foley. Like, it's basically just Alabama, Florida.
You were born and raised here?
Yeah.
In Foley?
I was born and raised in Foley.
That's wild.
Yeah. And I don't plan on leaving, so I'll be there until the end of time.
Now, would you say you would ever make a move if something drastic happened here? And I'm going to give you a scenario.
Yeah, give me a scenario.
There's a national shortage of chocolate milk.
Mm.
And it no longer is in the southeastern part of America.
Well,
what is the move? You can't ship it in.
Why?
There's a ban all of a sudden.
Because you're driving at the airport? Is that why?
Well, somebody was hit
Oh, okay.
that had the chocolate milk. And there's all of a sudden a
was not
ban
driving.
because you can't drink chocolate milk and drive.
I don't know, man. That's pretty serious question you got there. I'll probably just stick it out.
Damn.
Would you try different flavor milk? Because those are still legal.
I'll do strawberry milk. Yeah, that would be my replacement.
Strawberry milk's legal.
No.
Or illegal.
Why are you, no.
Why are you being an asshole right now?
You're like, you literally just said you could do other
You know what?
flavors. Those are
Oh, man,
legal. Okay, cool. Strawberry. No, that's
Never
not.
mind.
No,
That
just
was illegal
kidding.
too.
I did not
This is
mean to
what
say
it's
that.
like living with him, dude.
Yeah.
No, that's not. I'm
That's
just saying.
exactly
Like,
what it's like.
so chocolate milk can't drive you out.
No.
What is something else you love a lot? Like, is there another liquid that you like? Would you say Cheez-Its? Not jiu-jitsu. It's got to be something you consume.
Something I can say. No, nothing.
He's not going
Could
to
be
tell you
nothing.
now.
Yeah, definitely, especially after just
After
strawberry.
the only
incident.
thing I
shut
see
down
that
strawberry
yeah,
milk.
I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
I'll
you
do strawberry. No, screw
I'll
you.
figure it out. All
Do
right?
it.
Yeah, the only thing I see like really obsess over is that chocolate milk.
I mean,
You a big chocolate
And
milk guy?
and it affects you in a way I've not seen. Like my cat will meow at me until I get her food, but she doesn't eat it as fast as you drink chocolate milk.
I consume the chocolate milk
That's your go-to.
all the time.
Bro, I was being
It's-
nice the other day. And I was coming Wednesday.
comment
and he
on
had to go
that.
somewhere, and I got him like a bottle this size of chocolate milk.
It's going in
And
like
we're
2
talking,
seconds.
and I take my flip flops off and get on the mat, and it's like gone already.
Yeah, no, he's not kidding.
Dude, I am not kidding. Dude, the other day, it was before like one of the UFCs. I can't remember what the fight. Oh, it was a Connor Dustin fight. And we're like going. We did like an open mat.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going over to their house, and I'm talking like a fucking
Gallon.
I don't know 3. It's like a Faygo 3 liter worth of chocolate milk, and it was gone.
Devoured.
We weren't even halfway to his house, and he maybe lives a mile from this gas station.
What?
And I'm like, "You okay?"
Yeah.
Who you hiding this
Great,
from?
bro.
Dude,
Look, I'm just
It was
saying.
like-
I'm the happiest I've ever been.
People be like, Tony, how you get so strong? Why you so big? It's like,
Chocolate milk, baby.
Body by chocolate milk.
What's
Body
the,
by
what's
chocolate
your,
milk.
do you have a brand that's like your go-to brand?
Is it Borden?
not necessarily. I drink a lot of the Borden, but that's just because that.
Not
That's what
necessarily,
most-
but has a name brand on
He's
file.
like,
Well, because
I
that's
mean,
what's
Not
normally
that
at
I'm
the gas
sponsored or
station.
anything.
Yeah.
That's what I
Pulls up a
normally
shirt,
pass
got
by.
Borden tattoo.
A Borden tattoo.
There you go. Daisy, get the Daisy Fresh.
Powered by Borden.
Dude, yeah, body by Borden.
Yeah,
Body by
a
Borden.
body by Borden.
Dude,
Damn, dude, that's
wild.
a sponsorship right there, dude.
It is, dude. Get a rash guard and get a small.
You know what? I might have to do that.
You know what is dumb to me? Because isn't that like a semi write-off for companies for if like they sponsored an athlete? They could literally give you $200 worth of chocolate milk a
And they
month,
get to write it off, yeah.
and it wouldn't even like nobody would ever know.
Right.
It wouldn't hurt them.
I mean, I'd be down.
Yeah, I don't,
like how does that? Like how is Panda Express not sponsored?
All over Wilty. I don't know.
like how has that not happened?
I don't know.
You're talking, you
I've,
could give them $50 a month.
I've seen that they're starting to give him a little bit more gifts, so that's good. But
Yeah, but like let's get an
full on-
official sponsorship.
yeah.
Stop.
I agree.
Stop fucking around.
Yeah.
Like
He's
give him
earned
a
it,
few
bro.
thousand a year. What is a few $1,000s worth of food a year?
at a company like that, nothing, dude.
Yeah,
Literally
nothing.
nothing.
The overhead, dude. Don't even give us a gift card. Give us the actual food because
Right.
you're not paying shit for the food.
Yeah, you're paying 10% of what you're selling it
Oh,
for.
this is a good question for you. Yeah, what is the actual markup? So like, not your restaurant, but in a general idea, like say, fucking Panda Express. If I'm getting like a General Tso's plate, that plate is probably like $10 to $15.
Yeah.
What does that probably actually cost? Like $1?
Maybe a little bit more, just because food cost is up right now. But yeah, you're paying like $2, $2.50 for actual product, and then you're paying $1 in labor, maybe for each one of those things, or maybe a
Yeah.
little less. So you're like $3, $3.50, something like that.
And you are tripling
And you're making,
to
yeah,
5 times the amount.
Quintupling.
Yeah.
I don't even know if
Like,
that's a word.
in a like a restaurant sense, it's usually 30%. That's your food cost.
This is what I do if I'm Panda Express. We'll sponsor you, but your rash guard from head to toe, big logo, giving like
And he would do that. Like, I
yeah,
don't-
giving menu specials on the
Yeah.
back. I'm talking like we're gonna deck you out, but we're it right now.
Get the Panda Express / shoyo roll.
Yeah,
and
dude. Why would
just
dude,
crush
that
it,
would be
man.
a sick
Companies are
collab.
dumb.
You could definitely make a really just awesome rash garden.
Dude,
gear.
and you're telling me
Panda
like
Express
a
shoyu
Daisy
is
or
stupid.
Daisy Fresh / Panda Express / shoyu roll.
right.
Somebody wouldn't buy that, dude. I would buy just the shirt
Yeah.
just because that's such a funny
Bro,
thing.
you make shorts, dude? I'm rocking it.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, why don't they do that more often?
There are so many good ideas like that companies just don't rock with. Like, there's got to be a market for sponsorships that, like, never seen anybody sponsored by Target. I don't
Nope.
know that people do that.
Yeah.
Why not? I tried to get them to
Where
sponsor.
did the dog go?
The dog is still there. Bullseye.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay, because I don't remember last time I've seen the Target dog, like in
Yeah, they don't
commercials or
use
He's
anything.
taking a
commercials
vacation
really
right now,
anymore, do
but
they?
Yeah.
no, he's.
Of course,
still
I
there.
don't really watch a whole lot of TV, so that might be what it is. But
I just don't see commercials anymore.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm so obsessed with chocolate milk. I can't see the TV.
That's-
I'm just seeing
that's all it's-
brown everywhere.
just
chocolate
brown
milk.
everywhere. That's right.
It's just chocolate milk.
No, dude, but like, I tried to get them to sponsor that marathon I'm running in January.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they wouldn't even take a whiff at it.
Yeah, I think because it's such a gigantic company. You know?
Yeah, but
just
like,
like a
there should be
corporation.
allotted amounts of money per district to be like, look, sponsor local people in the area.
But they're
Right,
not a
right.
local company though.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, but they have allocated money to give people like, hey, if somebody in the store is doing really well and I'm a manager and I notice it, I can reward them with like a gift card or something to be like,
Yeah.
look,
They
we-
probably
we
just don't
see-
feel like going through the hassle
Yeah.
of whatever it may or may not be.
Yeah.
Even though to us, it's like, okay, well, it seems simple. Just,
Yeah.
throw a design on a rash guard and be done with
Yeah.
it. But there's probably a lot more just bull crap that goes with it that we don't see.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's too much of a headache.
Yeah, for a corporation that big, it's like
Yeah.
a lot. For
Also,
a
they
little.
probably are like, who gives a shit? People are gonna buy our
Yeah,
stuff
that
regardless.
too.
Yeah.
It's like, when was the last time you really? I mean, I guess they still do it, but McDonald's doesn't have to advertise anymore. You
All right.
don't.
I mean, none of those.
Walmart
big
doesn't
places
have to
do.
advertise
No.
anymore. Like there, you get to a point where you're just so fucking big. Like Kleenex, you don't have to advertise anymore because people think of Kleenex. They don't think of tissue paper.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, Sharpie doesn't have to advertise anymore.
Mm.
There's just certain companies.
Yeah.
It's,
There are those companies too, like Kleenex, where people call them Kleenex,
Yeah.
and that's actually the brand and not
Yeah.
actually what it is. You know?
Yep.
yeah, I was
Could you imagine getting to that level of like gigantic, where people called your product the like thing?
I
you know?
wonder if the first podcast ever was called Podcast.
Maybe. Why not?
And
yeah,
now,
where did that come from?
I mean,
really good
I
news.
watched like a background thing on it. Is Steve Jobs, which was the Apple guy.
Yeah, I was
right?
about to say probably had something to do with the iPods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Casting off the iPod. and
Exactly. That's
audio.
exactly how it broke down.
Yeah.
That's how they coined the term podcast because you could cast it from an iPod. Yeah, like, but iPods don't really exist anymore. So podcast is just a term that's been stuck with.
Just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the new term would be, but podcast just sounds right.
iPod and the iPhone now are pretty much the same thing. You
Yeah,
can do
phone
everything.
cast.
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
sound terrible.
Yeah.
Also, fucking
iCast.
certain things just didn't last with cast in it, like Dreamcast. Did anybody ever play on those?
I did not. I know what it is, obviously. I've seen it.
yeah.
I knew a couple
Who
of my
even
friends
made
that had
Dreamcast?
one.
What was that? Windows?
I don't know.
It was like a gaming console, but I can't even remember who the mother
The
company
manufacturer
was.
was.
Yeah, but it was like around the time of like GameCube and Sega.
No, bro. It was way before GameCube.
Yeah, but they were coming up.
Is it like
Dreamcast
Nintendo
was.
64 and
Oh,
like
that's what I
Sega
meant. Sorry, not
Genesis and shit?
yeah. I
Sega
didn't mean-
Dream. I think it was Sega Dreamcast. Yeah, no.
Sega Dream?
I think Sega made
We can
Dreamcast.
figure this out in a quick googs.
Yeah.
Let's googs it.
But like I don't even know what those discs look like. Also like the Nintendo 64 or
I think they were still
no, it
cartridges.
was the GameCube.
It was Sega, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
They're $680 now.
it's probably because they're vintage
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
and hard
That's
to get.
an antique type of thing for
Yeah.
the gaming community for sure.
wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
1998.
Yeah, I remember it being like talked about, but I never got into it or anything. Like the only thing I ever got was the Nintendo or Super Nintendo,
Mm.
with the one with the purple on it. It was
Yeah,
like
that's
gray
Super
and purple.
Nintendo. Yep.
That was the one I got for like my 7th or 8th birthday.
You played Mario on it, yeah? Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah, the
Okay.
one that I think the one that I initially got was Duck Hunt.
Well, that's
my
good
first
too.
game ever.
Yeah, that's like everyone's go-to.
But I didn't have
for
the
first.
gun. But you could still play it with the hand.
Uh-huh. What did the controller look like on that?
Purple and gray. You said purple and gray, didn't you?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
purple
but
and
what
gray,
was
but
it look?
it was
what did
shaped
it look
like
like?
Was
this.
it a rectangle
It
or
looked
was
like
it
the one
rounded?
that you could put it on your eyes.
Okay, so it was
Oh,
kind of like
Like in
rounded
the shape,
off.
yeah, like
Okay.
on the very bottom. It was like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that was Super Nintendo.
What was the like the like 3-handled one? You know what I'm talking about?
Nintendo 64.
64.
Yeah.
We played the shit out of that as kids.
Those
Star
are the
Fox
ones where the
64.
games
Yeah,
were like
dude.
this,
Yeah.
right? The games themselves were really small.
No.
Those
Star
were
Fox. Nintendo 64 games were pretty good.
They
Pretty
still
good
had the
size.
cartridges,
Smaller
right?
That was the GameCube.
That's what
That
it
was the
yeah,
real
I saw
small
those
disc.
and I was like, whoa, that's weird.
It was like it's like Game Boy disc small.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I went from the Super Nintendo to the Game Boy Color.
Mhm.
And then my uncle had he had a laptop, which you could do like a racing game, like a drag racing game. and then he bought like right when PlayStation came out.
Oh, like the OG.
Yeah, and he had Driver on it. You remember Driver?
Yep.
You couldn't
Sure
get
do.
out of the fucking car. It was like GTA before GTA.
Yeah.
But you couldn't get out of the
You
car.
just drove around.
Yeah, you just drove
Unless
around.
he was doing a mission where he got out, but you had
Yeah.
never any control over him.
That's hilarious.
But that was so fun because it was like realistic driving, at least a little bit.
Yeah. At the time, it sure
Yeah.
was.
Dude, I remember I used to play this. It was like a EA Sports bass fishing game or something, or like a freshwater fishing game.
They always had the sickest covers,
Bro, the EA Sports deal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude, banger! But it was like the first laptop game I'd ever played, and I remember sitting up when I was like, I don't know, probably 9 or 10, playing that game till like 11. You know, like way past my bedtime. But that was my shit.
I
for
assume you could
years.
probably play that game volume full throttle because nothing's going on.
Yeah.
You're just like
Just
no,
drilling
dude,
it
there was
in.
like
sitting just.
there was like oh no, it was loud, dude. It got real.
when the notifications came off when it was like a bite. It could,
Oh yeah, dude. You'd like be reeling it in and shit like that, and then something would hit, and it was like you're on, and like freak out and start being really loud.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, playing on the kitchen table, like
The only fishing game I ever played was there used to be these little handheld ones.
Yep.
Where it's like a miniature rod and you would just hold this. No TV or nothing.
It was like a little
remember
Game Boy
that.
almost
Yeah, and
it-
with just the rod itself.
It was like
Yeah.
Wii, but handheld
Right.
before that
Yeah.
existed. It's like there's some wild games out there.
dude.
Do y'all play games now? Any games at
I
all?
have an Xbox. Dude, this is the issue is what I've graduated to in my adult life is playing games that nobody likes to play or that aren't like really for groups of people. It's like one other person or nobody.
Or a
Yeah.
single
And that's
player,
NCAA football, which doesn't exist anymore. Spyro or NASCAR or like Need for Speed. And those are
Yeah.
like the
the go-tos or
yeah,
the ones.
and
you'll
the Need
play
for
if
Speed
anything.
ones now are cool because you can like they have like miniature worlds, so it's not like the maps are huge and each corner is like this is like the desert, this is the city, this
Yeah.
is like industrial or something, you know.
That was my first like Xbox game, I think. Need for Speed Carbon, I think it was.
Carbon was fire, bro.
Bangers, dude.
I love Carbon, bro.
Bangers, bro.
Yeah, because
What
you
about
take on
Twisted
other
Metal?
teams. Twisted Metal was fire, bro.
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal was
Twisted Metal.
You never played
Fire.
Twisted Metal? Oh man,
Dude, it was like semi demolition derby,
Yeah,
but
it was
you're
cool.
like you could shoot people. It was kind of like a mix
What?
between Super Mario Brothers or what is the one where you're racing with the Mario
Mario.
Mario
Kart,
Kart
yeah.
and like demolition derby. But you're in a city, and you can camp out too. But you have to kill all these other cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the vehicles had weapons on them.
Yeah.
Each
It's
vehicle
like
had.
Death Race,
and-
but like
Yeah.
in a
Yes,
city.
yes.
Dude,
Okay.
it really is just like that.
Yeah.
The main car
That's
looked like
awesome.
an ICP car though, because he's like a twisted clown on fire.
And yeah,
It looked like an ice cream truck kind of thing.
it was 100% ice cream truck.
I really wish they would remake like a real,
Yeah,
a
you
real
should look up
nice,
some
clean
Twisted
version
Metal
Okay, cool.
now.
Yeah.
But looking back, look at the old footage. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It really.
yeah,
well,
yeah.
I mean, look at any of those games and
Yeah,
The
but I
graphics
remember when
back
I was
then,
a
it's like-
kid,
Yeah.
I remember it being crystal clear. Like and like if you watch wrestling from like the late '90s now, you're like, was everybody in the building smoking?
Yeah.
How is it this smoky? How is
Yeah.
anybody breathing?
Yeah.
yeah.
But it looked like this clear when I was
You
watching
remember
it.
it being
Yeah, I
this
was
clear.
like, I
Right.
felt like it was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I was like, I can't see shit now.
Yeah.
Like nobo's there. I just see a lot of smoke. I'm like, this is a terrible recap.
Who just walked in? I don't even know who
Yeah.
that is.
I know the music, but
What about like computer games? You guys ever got into computer games?
never owned a computer until now.
I played like Age of Mythology
Okay.
back in the day.
Yeah.
And there was another one.
You didn't get
Can't
into
remember.
school games, like because I know like we would have
Like
a
cool
computer-
math games or whatever.
No, like our computer class, everybody would get done with their shit, or they just would not have a class that day and we would still be in the computer room. But they would do, I think it was like RuneScape before RuneScape, like whatever the like beta version of like whatever those were, or whatever the one before Halo was. It was super similar to Halo,
Really?
but you could get it on our school computers.
Yeah, I don't know that.
And it was free, and everybody would play it.
Yeah, see, we played a lot of Age of Mythology like at the house. That was our go-to, and I think there was a fighter pilot game that I played. like a Top Gun.
Y'all never played like World of Warcraft or anything?
No, I never.
Oh,
my
man.
older brother played a lot of that.
Yeah.
My
Is
older
that
brother
what you were playing the
loved
other day?
No.
The card game on the TV?
No, that's Hearthstone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little card game.
Do you play computer games now?
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't have much time, but
Right.
in general, yeah. A lot of times, like my computer games will be the mobile version of the computer game.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
What do you do like to break up the monotony of trying to learn all the time, trying to run the school and work? Like, what is the thing? Like, is it games or is there like documentaries about how it's made or
your
something?
wind down?
Yeah. What is it
or
that
your-
makes you just relax?
I literally just chill out on the couch and like I'll play on my phone or whatever. Like I typically don't get like super stressed about everything that I have going on, even though it is a lot. Like it doesn't bother me that bad, you know.
Is it because it feels right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my body definitely gets fatigued, and there will be days where it's like, okay, my body just crashed.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as I get home, it just gone.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I don't necessarily need a wind down per se. Like it's fine. I don't. I watch videos or whatever. You know, it's watch anime. So
What anime are you into right now?
I watch a few different animes. I watch Black Clover, Boruto. I think Bleach is gonna be coming out again pretty soon.
Word.
Yeah, there's a lot of anime I watch.
You know what I just found out? HBO Max has like all of Crunchyroll on it.
Yeah, I have Crunchyroll.
So like, I mean, but
definitely do
HBO Max has like 8 other things on top of it, and I'm noticing like a lot of these streaming services are starting to package things in on themselves.
Yeah.
Like Disney was probably the first one to do big ones,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe Hulu was the first one, because Hulu has like networks like networks, you know?
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, some
A couple of them. Yeah.
But like Disney has ESPN, they have Disney, they have Pixar, they have National Geographic, and I
Yeah.
think they have exclusive Star Wars rights
Yeah.
that no one else has.
There's a new Star Wars coming out, I think. It's gonna be animated, but it's like
Oh,
Star Wars Visions or something like that.
I think I heard about
I
that.
seen
Somebody
a
talking
screenshot
about
or
that.
something like that the other
Yeah.
day.
Dude, you know what I'm really excited for? Like
That new Nicolas Cage movie coming out.
I said, no one ever. You know what I'm really excited for is Candyman, dude.
Candyman.
All right, don't say it again because you can't say it 3 times because then he'll be here. All right, not in a row. You almost did that to me.
Oh, don't do it.
No,
But I thought the one person had to say it 3 times. No?
I don't know. It might be like Beetlejuice and it like doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
It's just like 3 times in a row.
As long
I don't
as
know.
it
I think
comes
Beetlejuice
out.
is the same way, 3 in a row, same person. I don't know.
When
But
is
it-
that supposed to come out?
I think it's like the beginning of September. But it looks unbelievably good. Like it's worth the wait. It was supposed to come out last year, but of course, you know.
Same with Top Gun, man. Top Gun 2.
Yeah, when is that coming out?
Yeah, because I was wondering about that. Last
that not
year,
coming out this year?
year
It's
before.
supposed to come out the end of this year. It's supposed to come out in November. But they said that last August.
Yeah.
So
Dude.
it's like they've just been putting it back. And
You know, another one that's been pushed real hard is the new Halloweens. Yeah,
The new
clearly
Friday
no
the
fans in
13th
here.
and stuff.
There was a Halloween that came out like 3 years ago, and then it was supposed to be, I think, every 2 years a new one will come out, and then it got pushed a whole year. Like it was,
Yeah.
it had a theater deadline and everything. Like, it was coming out on like August 13th of last year or something like that, and I think it's now supposed to come out in like a month from now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been so much. Like there are so many movies that they've made, and that they're just waiting to put out because of the box office numbers. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna direct stream
This
it
is what I
because-
think, dude. This whole streaming in your house versus going to the theater, that should always be an option.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even mind if I have to pay the same amount as the ticket as if I went in person.
Right.
If I want to see that movie bad enough, I would love to do it in the comfort of my home with my own snacks. Down
Yeah.
there. And then I guess technically you'd only pay for one ticket then.
Yeah.
But I don't give a shit. I'd rather do it. Like if I want to see Candyman the day it drops,
Let me watch it here.
Yeah. I always thought about that, but I never thought about it in the way that it happened, I guess. Like, I was like...
Because we were forced to do it this time.
Yeah, I was talking to people, and I was like, dude, it'd be cool if you could just pay the ticket of the price of the ticket and just watch it at home. And I was like, but I wonder how that would work, because, like, who would put that on? You'd have to have another app or another streaming service specifically for that. But I loved, like, Freeman. You got to be into that, yeah?
Freeman?
Or Free Guy, I guess. The Ryan Reynolds movie.
Yeah,
where he has an
yeah,
action
yeah.
figure, or
Yeah. I haven't seen it or anything, but
dude
I know what you're talking
looks so good. It's like Ready Player One.
Yeah.
But
I've seen the trailer for it. I think.
Super comedic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and he
Is
plays
that out now?
No, it's like August 28th, I think.
Okay.
Dude, it looks so fucking good. Like, he couldn't have, like, I know it took him a while to get to the role that really made sense for him. But
Right.
that Deadpool, that, like...
Oh, yeah. That.
Action...
It was like,
comedy.
hey, we have the guy now.
Bro, yeah. They ruined him on the first time when they tried to do Deadpool because he couldn't talk. Like, his point, like, the thing that makes him so much better than other actors in that way is that he can do the action, but be funny.
Yeah.
He did talk in the first Deadpool.
No, he had a mask.
It like, no, it wasn't even a mask. It was a...
Oh, his shit was...
it was sewn.
No mouth.
Yeah, it was in... It wasn't... He was the...
No, you're thinking actual Deadpool. We're talking about X-Men.
We're talking about X-Men where he was...
Okay. Gotcha.
He was the latest experiment or whatever.
Yeah, and he was fighting
with Wolverine
on like a
a silo or whatever.
Okay.
And he ended up getting decapitated.
Yeah. But I was like, that's the best part of him.
I saw a trailer. So the Free Guy that you're talking about. I saw a trailer reaction of Deadpool and another guy from the Marvel universe.
Korg.
Yes. Watching
the best character, by the way.
Fucking hilarious, dude.
Dude, Korg,
it's so fucking funny.
Korg literally has the best lines, and he is one of the directors of the movie.
Oh, well, that's why he has the best lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he didn't even want to do it, but they couldn't find a guy, or the guy they were going to have play Korg fell through at very last minute, and they didn't have time to fill it, and they were like, why don't you play him? And he's like, okay. And he goes, dude, one of the best lines ever was in the Thor movie when he runs around in the circle.
Yeah.
And he goes, you remind me of Doug. Remember? Like, Doug was the very last gladiator that came in.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, Thor's like, no, I'm going to go beat this guy. I'll be back. And he goes, all right, bye, new Doug.
Yeah.
Dude, he had so many good lines. And his accent is so funny. It's like a South African...
It's perfect.
Dutch accent or something.
That video of them watching the trailer of that movie is so funny. I watched funny, it. Dude. Yeah, dude.
Oh, my God. Because, like, Deadpool will talk shit about Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Which is him.
It's like breaking the wall, you know, like, oh, it's great.
You know what would be a cool, like, crossover that would never happen because they're, like, rivals? Is if, what is the fucking girl with the two-tone hair?
Harley Quinn?
Harley Quinn and Deadpool fell in love. That would be such a fucking... because they're the same person.
You know who else cracks me the fuck up? Since we're talking about, like, the
Marvel DC.
Marvel DC shit. Loki.
Like, the news stuff? Like, the show? I haven't seen...
No, like, in the movies, where they're, like, quick cuts of stuff and, like, his face and, like, some of the lines he's got with him and Thor. Bro. I can't remember which one it was when they meet... who does Benedict Cumberbatch play?
Yep.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Yeah. Where he'll, like, Thor goes to meet him and shit like that, and they're, like, bouncing all over his place, and then he's like, can I have my brother back? And Loki just falls out of nowhere. Like, some of the shit they put in there is fucking hilarious, dude. He plays that character so well.
There's a lot of stuff that I heard, like, in the pipeline or rumors that were gonna come out. Like, do you remember... Were you really into comic books?
I was not really into comic books. I always thought they were cool, but I never like collected or read or anything like that.
Okay, yeah.
I'm glad one of my buddies from the gym, he actually works at a comic book store right there in Foley. So.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I never super got into them, but I got into them like right when we all moved from the apartment complex. Okay. When was that? Like 4 years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Like I kind of got into them as we transitioned into a new place. Or no, it was when we were moving out of the house.
Yeah, it was from the house to
into the apartment.
Yeah.
But there's like an alternate universe comic of like all the same characters, but like, what if?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's actually coming out. It was rumored to come out like 5 years ago. It was rumored that it's going to come out in the next so many years.
Yeah.
But it's like a what if Batman, or what if Superman actually died and Batman became Superman?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it has to do with Marvel, but that's an example.
So,
like, what
I'll
if?
ask about
many.
it because Mike would know for sure.
But it was going to be a movie,
Yeah.
like a movie
Yeah.
version.
There's so many
There's also,
interesting
like-
crossovers you can do with that. I mean, there's so many characters and so many, like, you know, different circumstances that you can do so much with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Have y'all seen the newer Suicide Squad
No, but
with
I
like
heard
John
it was
Cena in it
great,
and
dude.
stuff?
John Cena stole that movie, dude.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I've
Dude,
just heard
it
it's.
was really
Dude,
good.
I've heard
the
it's really
best-
good. That's what I was wondering.
The best part of the movie is the beginning of the movie, and it's when you first see John Cena and they're walking through the woods. Idris Elba, which I always mix the name of him and Will Smith's characters' names, like the characters' names, because like one is Deadshot or like Bloodshot or something, but they're so similar and their skills are pretty similar too. But Idris Elba is like walking. John Cena says something, and Idris Elba goes, "Eat a bag of dicks," and then John Cena's like, "So, if in fact this island was covered in dicks," and he just goes on this tangent of like how he should be eating these dicks.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because his character is like, as a matter of fact, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like his delivery is funny. Dude, I hate that. I don't want to spoil anything,
Yeah.
but it's such a good movie.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it's
heard a lot
better
of
than
good
the
about
first
it.
one.
Yeah, I heard it was way better.
It is
I
way
heard
better.
The first part of it was like gnarly as shit.
Dude, yeah, the first like 10 minutes is still when they're on this intro
Island of
thing.
Dicks.
Yeah, it's like right before the Isle of Dicks thing
Okay.
is like,
Just-
what?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard a lot of good stuff about it. But
Yeah.
I honestly never watched the first one though.
I watched it and I was just I'm not a big fan of how DC makes all their movies so fucking dark.
Yeah.
It's so fucking dark.
Yeah.
Not like the theme of it, but like literally looking at the image is so dark.
Yeah,
Turn the
yeah.
brightness up, dog.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's like there is daylight out here.
Yeah.
you know?
But I do
It's-
believe Wonder Woman's probably the best cast movies and everything. Like they're such good stories and like the last one was like a little but
Was that the 1984 you're talking
yeah.
about?
But the villain from 1984 was the dude from Narcos, the original series, like the first.
Yeah, yeah. Not Narcos Mexico or whatever.
Yeah, he was the semi-Brazilian detective, not the white guy.
With the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is the villain
was
from
his
1984. Also, Kristen Wiig is the villain. She's
Really?
Chitara, I think is the name of the character.
I don't know that.
Yeah, it's an interesting story. He basically can grant wishes, but he like it takes part of him away, but also powers him up. It's like a weird thing. It's like
Interesting.
yeah, he's like, tell me you wish that. What do you wish? So
Yeah.
if he can get somebody to do that, he like can I don't know. Just watch.
Kind of like a
It's-
vampire
just
inviting
watch
you in. He's
Yeah.
gonna be invited in. Someone's got to wish for it to.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting, man. But yeah, it was way better. Like, I feel like John Cena can be as big as The Rock. The only issue with John Cena, and love the dude, is he doesn't look as attractive as The Rock.
Well, because he's not brown.
No, I mean he's got an issue with
Brown's
his
where it's
hair.
at, bro.
He's got an issue with his hair.
No, man, it don't matter.
That's,
I
if
mean,
he
there's
was bald
nothing
and
The
brown-
Rock, or there's nothing John Cena can do with his hair that looks good, other than what he was doing when he first started wrestling, like his like crew
the
semi-military cut.
Yeah.
Right now, like last night at WrestleMania, he had the fucking whatever his character was in the Suicide Squad's hair, where it like went up like Johnny Bravo and back.
Oh.
Looks terrible.
Why doesn't he just go back to the?
I don't know. It
The,
looks
like,
good on, or
military
it looks
cut.
better on him.
Yeah.
Still doesn't look best on him, but I don't think he has a best hairstyle. You know, like some of us just don't have the best.
What does he look
hairstyle.
like whenever he's completely bald? Does he have a weird shaped head?
Well, the issue there is round and then square.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
Yeah, that's
like
what I was
it
wondering.
is if you can grow a beard. He can't grow a
He
beard.
can't. Yeah, he's not.
And he would
guy.
look weird if he grew a beard.
Yeah.
So it's like. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Dude just ran that lady over. Hold on,
Videos are
watch.
hilarious. You know what's
Dude,
coming
I've
next,
already
too.
I've already
You know
watched
what's
this whole
coming
setup.
next,
Watch.
too.
Lady's like sprinkling her garden, and wham, gets run over in her own yard. And if you've watched this, because I've watched this with the volume on, she's like, ah,
You just hit me.
yeah. Dude, it's wild.
She rolled over.
Dude,
dude.
you gotta watch Your Mom's House. It's so funny. This is the segment. Is it horrible or hilarious?
Horrible or hilarious, yeah.
And he plays pretty much the same clips.
But with different people's reactions.
Yeah, and sometimes he'll sprinkle in a new one or whatever.
Right.
But lately it's been like the same few clips, and there's this one which it's about to show. I think it's the one after this.
Gnarly.
Did he try doing a
those
backflip?
Those are bad. Those
Which
are really
looks like
bad.
it's in Russia. He's trying to do a backflip into
That's
like
a Russian
spa.
backflip for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. And then the next one, I'm pretty sure it's the fucking next one.
The
Oh, please be the next one. Yeah, it's like he tries to jump off the roof.
Anytime someone like falls and hits their back, it's not funny. It's a scare thing.
Back injuries to me are creepy, dude.
Yeah. Did you see that Olympian gymnast or whatever that did the somersaults and on the landing, both legs?
Oh, yeah. No, I saw that.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is
That
about
was
to be
gnarly.
just like that.
Was that was it a Chinese gymnast?
I don't remember.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
They fell from a 2-story building. Or from a ledge.
Are they wearing a bathing
Look.
suit?
You know what I think was happening? I think he was trying to have...
Wow.
Yeah.
I think they were fine.
Yeah.
I think they were fucking on
They were out
the...
there trying to.
They were doing
Yeah.
some not so.
Doing it.
And they fell, and apparently they're perfectly fine.
Broke balcony.
Yeah. I don't know.
off
That had to be in France.
20% body fat, by the way.
20% body fat. Yeah.
Bam. You know what I don't understand is I've watched that clip 100 times, right? It looks like he's behind her at first, but when they fall...
Is there
How
someone?
did they
the opposite.
multiply? How did they multiply?
Wait, is there
in the
really
air?
someone?
There's two people.
That's 2 people,
I didn't
bro.
see
It's
two people.
Yeah, they multiply in the air.
Watch. You're going to see 2 people semi-fucking or whatever. I'm going to pause it right when they go to start to fall.
Is there 2 people?
It
there?
looks like one person.
It looks like
It looks like one.
Now, as soon
And
as
then
they go
watch.
off the thing,
Whoop. He's now
Oh yeah,
dragging-
there's one in there, and
Yep.
then the okay.
yep, there's 2 of them.
Okay, yeah,
people.
there's 2 people.
Bam.
They made a baby midair.
Could be 3 people. We don't know.
Could be 3.
But like it just is such an insane fall, and like they're not even reacting. They didn't even react that much when they fell.
They're like,
They're just
oh,
like,
we're just
eh,
kind of
this is-
fell.
This-
Oh my god, this video
This
is
is
about to make you're just gonna
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
it's this damn bar. Hold on.
You went
All right,
way
watch
back.
it. It's gonna get insane.
You went way back.
No.
Yeah,
Way back?
yeah, you went pretty.
Way
You
on
went, yeah. See,
Look.
All right, my
look
bad.
at you, bro.
Hey, this fucking look at the remote, dude. It's shattered. All right, I'm doing the best with what I got.
I mean, use your fingers right, bro. The silence.
This is the issue. The fucking remote likes to do this, where it like gets on the screen. Get off the screen. There you go. So,
Oh, just play from right there. It's good.
all right,
Just
watch.
let it go. Stop touching the remote.
This dude.
Stop fucking
This
with
dude is in like fucking. What do you call that? Storm boots.
Yeah, it's like work
Fucking
boots.
flood
Yeah,
boots?
yeah.
And he jumps from what looks like an English townhouse roof. It looks like it's in England, right?
Yeah.
And then he lands in the yard and his both legs hyperextend super hard because he tries to base himself, like catch like that.
Oh, did you see the wrestler in the backyard do that thing?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
Watch.
yeah, he's fine though. I don't think I don't.
Dude, he tore
Dude,
every muscle.
Dude,
in
he
his-
definitely.
I know he
in
tore
this
some
right
stuff,
here,
but
Look right here, like right above his kneecaps when they showed
It eats
again.
his pants.
It looks like it looks like something happens to the actual pant itself. Like it looks like his knee. Watch it. Watch. Zoom.
oh, bro, I don't think like I
Bro,
know he's
everything-
hurt.
He'll never walk again.
He will definitely walk again.
His legs are decapitated.
No.
No,
They're
he's.
gone.
I
No.
think he's okay.
I
But
think he
it
probably
is
had some
hilarious.
major sprains, maybe some tears in the ligaments, but nothing too. Wow.
I'm telling you,
That
he's
shit's
gonna have a problem
hilarious.
walking downstairs now. He's gonna be like
Like your buddy
"That's a-"
Corey.
Yeah, he's gonna have PTSD from it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Like
Him and Corey started a group together for people that
that's why I don't
Have
know
problems
who Corey
walking
is.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
walking around. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that
man.
what you do?
Dude, did you see the dude doing the squats? It's like assisted squats. where it's like on.
See, like that. Those are the ones that are funny because it's like, bro, you know, you didn't have that.
Also,
jump.
how the hell is he getting out of that? Because now he's in like a valley or whatever, and it's pretty far down.
It's pretty far down, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, are you gonna swim till you just get close enough to something?
Yeah.
But there's a dude like doing squats, and his legs go backwards. Have you seen that?
Mm.
Or not squats. He's doing this.
This right here, dude. Have you seen this?
I haven't seen this one.
Oh my god, dude, this
Bro,
one's
this
bad.
is so bad.
This dude is
really
a
bad.
wrestler.
Now watch
in
the
a
guy on the
warehouse.
table.
Zoom.
Watch the guy on the table. The guy on the table's like, oh no, he got me.
Because you have to, you still have to act.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta wrestle, bro.
Guy on the other side.
Table and the dude on the table did not move whatsoever.
All right,
So good.
I'm gonna get this video.
He's going to try. It might take a while.
Probably shouldn't.
What are you doing?
Talking to this.
He can't let anybody else know what he's looking at.
Legs break while lifting.
You're gonna get so many
L.
L.
Legs break while lifting.
There's gonna be so many videos like this.
No, dude. Nope, it's his first one.
Oh, it's a.
See how
Leg
bad it
press.
is? It asks you several times. Are you sure? Look at his legs.
I already do know.
Oh man.
Jim Bro breaks his legs while doing leg press.
Oh my
Jim
god,
Bro
dude.
as fuck.
Watch this shit, dude. He has. It looks
This
like
is
600
gnarly,
pounds.
dude.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
It's
they
way
fold
more
in?
than 600.
Oh!
Bro, that's insane. Oh. Oh no. He needs
flops.
some milk.
No.
Dude, his body was not made by chocolate milk. Dude.
No, he wasn't. See, that's
Yeah,
why you need more
That's
chocolate
that,
milk.
That's that low fat milk. You can't be
need that
drinking
brown.
that shit.
That's right. You
skim
need the
milk,
whole.
You drinking
Oh my
almond milk out here and your
God,
knees bending
dude.
backwards, cuz.
It didn't even look real when it happened.
Oh,
like, watch.
I don't wanna
Watch.
watch this again.
And he's
man.
pushing on it. Oh my god, he pushes too hard.
Oh.
And then he gets out and it flops. And then
what is happening?
random animated rabbit starts shooting black stuff,
What is happening?
like black ooze bullets.
Sport and workout injuries. Oh
Dude.
my god. All right.
That's bad. I don't like it.
Yeah, well, we're going to wrap it on this one, but Jesus Christ, that one hurt.
It was
That
rough.
last one.
That was enough. Once was enough. That was good.
Yeah, you didn't have to
It's just
replay
like
it.
You could tell by his legs they weren't made for that kind of weight.
He even had wraps on too.
And he was
Yeah,
pushing
he
on
had
it.
wraps on
and
him.
everything.
And what happened was he pushed too
Too
hard
far.
on one
Yeah,
knee.
he
Yeah.
straightened it.
Yeah.
He locked
You're
it
not
out.
supposed to- You're not supposed to lock out on leg press like that.
It didn't even look like he was okay. Like
No, he was
his
not
legs
okay.
just didn't look
His
okay.
knee was
Period.
backwards.
Before he even started.
No, it flopped to it.
Yeah, I know, but his legs, even if no weight was on that, didn't look like they were strong enough to.
Oh, no.
I mean, he had some thighs on him. Don't get me wrong.
I didn't see.
But I wouldn't be putting 800 pounds on him.
Yeah.
You know?
I wouldn't be putting 800 pounds on. I wouldn't be putting.
That makes
400
me
pounds
think
on
back
it.
to like high school because we had something like that, but the weights would only go up to like 200, so we'd have kids stand on it,
Yeah.
so you could do it, and you could do it easy. But I was doing it like this, like I wasn't fully locking my.
Yeah,
leg
you
out.
know-
I was doing
That's
it
why
like
I've
this.
Yeah,
never
you know.
weightlifted in my entire life.
Yeah, you
Bro.
don't be doing all that lockout shit.
Looks insane. Ooh, just think of that. Just that made like it would give me fear to do anything with my leg.
Yeah.
Like if I kick this ball, I'm gonna be fucked.
Mm. Yeah, I was gonna go to the gym tonight.
Don't do it.
I ain't
You
gonna do
can
it
still
now.
go to the gym.
Just do upper
What
body
time is it
stuff.
right now?
1:30.
Oh, good. You got an hour and a half to get ready to go to Remedy here in Milton, or over in Milton at
I'm gonna
3 p.m.
Probably go play golf. I
3
think.
p.m.
3
3
p.m.
p.m. I'll be there.
Oh, he said pull
I'll
up.
be there
Pull
with
up.
chocolate milk.
Ooh.
You gotta.
How many
date.
gallons are you gonna drink between now and then?
Don't worry about that part.
He could drink all the gallons. You're not prepared.
Oh, I know I'm not prepared.
You're gonna be like that guy's legs underneath that. He is the weights, and you're gonna buckle so hard. Zoom.
Oh shit.
All right, man. Well, we're gonna take this one out of here.
Yeah. Before we wrap up, you got anything you want to shout out before we get up out of here?
I mean, I'm pretty good. I don't do that type of thing. Thank you for everyone. Everyone. that's
Okay.
helped along the
Nope,
way.
that's cool.
Thank you,
Literally,
guys.
You're gonna shout something out.
I don't know.
He said, I don't raise my
Do you
voice
want to
really?
promote anything like the
Yeah,
gym
yeah,
or
yeah.
something?
Yeah. Panacea Martial Arts there in Foley. Come out, have fun, training. I'm head coach. Cody's also assistant coach. Teaches on Wednesdays. And then John Connor will coach on Thursdays. So you guys come out sometime. Have a good time.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
That's what you call a shout out, by the way.
Yeah.
That word was a little rough for you.
Okay. I don't do this thing, man.
Yeah.
Well, dude, thank you for coming and hanging out. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
It was a good time for sure. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. We love you. We're going to get the fuck up out of here. Yee, 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 yee.